It was the height of summer in the Mojave Desert, and the air was thick with dust and heat. At a decontamination camp on the outskirts of town, a team of scientists and technicians were hard at work, trying to clean up the toxic mess left behind by years of chemical testing and nuclear explosions. The camp was a hive of activity, with workers in hazmat suits and respirators hauling barrels of hazardous waste and using high-pressure hoses to blast away layers of radioactive dust. Despite the danger, the workers were dedicated to their mission of making the desert safe for future generations. One day, a new worker arrived at the camp. His name was Jack, and he was a former soldier who had been discharged after being exposed to toxic chemicals during a deployment in the Middle East. Jack had been looking for a way to make a difference, and when he heard about the decontamination camp, he knew he had found his calling. Despite his lack of experience, Jack was a quick learner, and he soon found himself working alongside the other members of the team. He was amazed by the scale of the operation, with miles of contaminated soil and groundwater that needed to be cleaned up. But the work was grueling, and the conditions were harsh. The sun beat down relentlessly, and the dust and chemicals were a constant hazard. Jack began to wonder if he had made a mistake in coming here. One day, a freak sandstorm hit the camp. The wind howled and whipped up clouds of dust that stung Jack's eyes and clogged his respirator. As he stumbled blindly through the chaos, he heard a cry for help. It was one of the other workers, trapped under a collapsed shelter. Jack rushed over and managed to lift the shelter off the man, pulling him to safety. But in the process, Jack had exposed himself to a massive dose of radiation. He was rushed to the medical tent, where the doctors and technicians worked frantically to save his life. Despite their best efforts, Jack's condition worsened, and it soon became clear that he was beyond help. As he lay dying, Jack felt a sense of peace. He knew that his sacrifice would help to make the desert a safer place, and he felt proud of the work that he and his fellow workers had done. In the end, Jack was buried in a simple grave in the desert, a testament to his bravery and dedication. And as the wind whistled through the sands, carrying away the toxic legacy of decades of testing and experimentation, Jack's spirit seemed to linger on, watching over the camp and the workers who continued his mission to make the desert a better place.